morning guys, Jason here. So before we get started today, I just want to thank everybody for the support on this channel, man. We're really taking off, and you guys are loving the videos, the daily vlogs. So before we get started, don't forget to like the video and drop a comment down below and let me know where you live in the comments below, because I want to have all those comments, so when I'm out traveling on the road, if I'm rolling through your town, I can you know, meet up with you if you're in the business or want to talk business, and you know, buy you dinner or something. So drop a comment down below to let me know where you live. But for now, we're doing a load check, and we're getting back on the road. So we are westbound on 76 Pennsylvania Turnpike, headed out to Youngstown, Ohio. One drop in Youngstown, Ohio, and one drop in Dayton, Ohio. Two at the first stop, one at the second stop. Now, I mentioned yesterday of how I'm not reloading out of Youngstown to head to Dayton. About 200 miles, I'm going to take just one car. I'm still over $2 at all miles, but it's more of a time thing than it is, you know, a money thing. And I explained that in yesterday's video, so go watch that. But we're headed west, and we're feeling good. We got a clean truck, so we're looking good, and let's go get some money. Man, look at this place. Look at that Jeep and this Denali. Got some 26s on it. Don't ask me how I know that. First load is delivered. So we are now on our way down or west to Dayton, Ohio. We've got 200 miles to go, and our ETA there is 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. So what we got to do is drop one car off at a it's a repair shop, but it's just for the customers, just having it there for storage, because I can't get into the driveway, or the road's unsafe to unload on. So she just has a shop that she knows the people there, and they're gonna let me just drop it there. So that's good. And then we have two separate pickups to do around Dayton. I think one's like 15 minutes south, which is an IAA location, 2 run-and drives. And then I think it's like another half an hour up north. So I'm gonna hit IAA first, just because of time, just to make sure I get those. And then the next one I think is Odessa, somewhere around Dayton, and I think they're like 20-30 minutes apart from each other, but more hours, longer hours at Odessa. So we'll get the IAA cars first and then bounce over to Odessa, and then we're done for the day. Wait, I've delivered there before. Huh, squirrel! I've delivered at a little mom and pop dealer. I remembered it. It was actually snowing the last time I was here, and it was flurrying earlier. It's 22 degrees right now, so it's pretty miserable out. But anyways, yeah, so we gotta get those. One more drop, 2 picks, and then we're done for the day. We're gonna already got a room booked. Actually spent some money on a little bit of a higher quality hotel. We'll see. And then train of thought, dinner and rest, and then get back to be back in Pennsylvania by probably noonish tomorrow. I'm gonna get up and leave around 5, so we'll be back by noonish tomorrow. And I've got a lot of office work to get done tomorrow. That's why I kind of planned this, to get home at noon tomorrow and then go deliver on Thursday. These 3 vehicles all go out towards Philadelphia. So I'll catch up with you guys here soon, probably once we get to one of our pickups. So take a gander at this. Even though I got stuff on the dash of my truck, here's DOT sitting in the parking lot of the Loves. Off to my right, you see that one? Now tell me how that's fair. Unless there was an incident where they needed to show up to do, you know, accident report or something of that nature. or maybe an issue with a truck, like parking or something like that. Why are they here? Anyways, I'm gonna get fuel and I'm gonna take a look at what's going on back there. I just saw the one guy get out of his car and walk in between two tractor trailers. So I don't know, I don't like that. That just seems like, I say profiling, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Alright, well, little update. They had the dog out sniffing around that truck. I don't know what truck it was. Maybe we'll see it when we drive by. But we had, we've got the driver and two officers out of the driver of the truck and two officers talking, and then we have the other officer with the dog out. So at least they're not here just for, like, you know, doing random inspections and harassing people. It must be suspicion of drug transport or something like that. So we're gonna go in here, heat up our lunch at the Loves, and of course the one time we you know, I'm like, oh, I'll pack lunch, I'm tired of eating like truck stop food, or trying to even, it's not usually just truck stop food, it's just finding food sometimes. Places you can get in and out of depending on where you are. This place has a Taco John's. Of course that would happen. Alright, well, 30-minute break is over and the cops are gone. So if you see this purple truck off to my left, they were around that truck somewhere. Well, I'm not saying it was that truck, but around that area. And they're gone. This is Belleville, Ohio. So we're pulling out of here. We got about an hour and 45 to Dayton, and I will catch up with you guys there. This guy's smoking his brakes coming into Love's. So I don't know if he has brakes, so I'm getting out of the way. I must have missed the memo when I looked at the weather report, because they're spreading brine on the road. And I just washed my truck, so it's not even snowing yet, and my truck is getting destroyed just from the brine they put down on the road, that when it gets on your truck it looks just like salt. It's actually more corrosive than salt itself. Also, I have a fun fact for you. Did you know that some of the pre-treatment for roads for ice and snow is actually made out of beet juice? Look it up. There's your fun fact of the day. Deliveries are done. So, not gonna get my hopes up, but these are supposed to be run and drives from IAA. We'll know in a couple minutes because we are 3 miles away. It's 3 o'clock, so made it to IAA in plenty of time. And then I don't think it's very far. I haven't looked it up. I don't think it's very far to Odessa, and then that's where our third car is. So fingers crossed that these do run and drive. I'd like to put one up top, put the other one at the back, and then be able to move that one up on top once we get the third car on the trailer. So it's supposed to be a Jaguar and a Chrysler 300. So 2 cars, and then a Range Rover is from Odessa. So let's get up the road here and let's see what we're dealing with. I looked it up. It is it's 20 minutes away. I'm here, Odessa there, and I think my hotel is somewhere on the east side of Dayton. So that works out pretty good. Let's just hope at least one of these are run and drive. I really like them both to be, because they weren't listed as in-op on Central Dispatch, and they didn't say anything about in-op. I've dealt with the one place before, which is good because they buy like they'll buy run and drive and stuff from Copart that needs like it was rear end, it needs a bumper or stuff fixed in the rear end, trunk, you know, things like that. Cars that run and drive, they fix the bodies on them and then they resell them. So they don't. I looked back into my previous the transports with them on Central, and they were both running driving cars, and I do remember them, and I do remember the location I dropped them out of. So let's just hope and pray for that. But we'll get pulled in here in just a mile. Seems like an odd place for an IEA. But this is the address. Alright, never mind. There's a tow truck coming out of there, so that makes more sense.
In a quarter of a mile, you'll arrive. Your destination will be on your left.
I was like, why is this taking me into a residential neighborhood? Thought maybe I had the wrong Cherokee Drive, or I spelled it wrong, or I clicked the wrong thing when I was on Waze. But looks like I wonder how busy this place is. Loading area. I'm guessing the loading area. Oh, it's over here. Oh, wow, it's a heck of a bump. Yeah, loading area is over here. Then they got one other truck here. This guy's picking up. Must have been a dropped-off car. Try not to destroy my truck in the mud. All right, well, let's just like I said, hope these run, or at least one of them does, and then we can looks like we'll get loaded pretty quickly here. Definitely not a good time to forget to put your jacket on. Got to use the walk-up window for service because of COVID. But now, the only truck here. And one had storage on it, which I'll get from the customer on delivery. It was only 30 bucks or 40 bucks. And I'm gonna bring them out and see what we got. Truck's still clean, trailer's still clean. Just miserable 22 degrees right now. All right, this is better. Got our personalized, what size is it on? There it is. Personalized Kindle Enterprise jacket, Carhartt. Our loader's filling up on diesel right there, so we may have to wait a couple minutes. Think he likes what he sees? Staring an awful lot. Alright, well, I just moved this. Now I gotta move it down. Moved it up there to prepare for picking one up here, and apparently it's not here. It's at a deleted tow truck for Odessa. That's interesting. It's not even at this location. It's like another hour down the road, the wrong direction. And quite frankly, I have no desire to go get it because they're closed already, and I can't find my keys. Closed at 4:30, don't open until 9 tomorrow. That'll put me 4 hours behind where I wanted to be. And yeah, so just sent a text into the broker. I tried to call twice. Tried to call both their numbers. Of course, they don't answer. Why would they? And I'm going to sit here for like 5 minutes. And if I don't hear back, I guess I'm going to move that back down on the trailer. And then maybe look for something more east. Yeah, I guess. Because I wanted to leave at 5 tomorrow to get me home a little early. And if I can start finding something maybe 3 hours east that opens at 8, maybe something like that, that's going the same way, just so we don't have an empty spot. But I'm not going the opposite way to wait around, you know, half the day. This was a $450 order. I think it's on like 370, a little over $1, like I think it was like $1.15 or something a mile for this car. All right, we'll sit here and wait a couple minutes and then get back out in the cold and move the car around. So he offered me an extra $100 to get that vehicle tomorrow. $100 isn't gonna do it because I want to be out of town by 5 a.m. It's only an hour away. They don't open until 8:39. So they don't, I don't know, 8:30 or 9. So just say I won't be out of there till 9. Puts me 4 hours behind, and I'm, 45 minutes farther away. So I said, no thanks, but, see if your customer's willing to give me the $100 that he's, trying to come up extra as like a truck order not used, and we'll go from there. But they already canceled it on Central. I told him to cancel it so he could relist it. It's not his fault. It's not the broker's fault for once. Customer's very unhappy with Odessa because he only buys out of that location like online. So he didn't see it go through, it's not like he saw it go through the lane and just magically forgot where it was. He bid online, he won it online. It says like where the location is. I don't want to put it on the screen because it's got the VIN number and everything. So it comes across the screen that it was at Dayton, Cincinnati. That's where I was. So I'm gonna lose about $200. Yeah, that was a 450. I'm gonna lose $200 because I'm gonna pick up one in Pittsburgh for Mark. That's for one of his customers. That's gonna pay $1 a mile from Pittsburgh to somewhere in PA. That's like $250 on 250 miles. So he's been asking me to get it so I can help him out, and I don't really have to worry about finding another car. It's at Mannheim. I'm gonna assume it's there, but you know how that is. So that being said, I'm tired. It's 5 o'clock. I am 7.8 miles away from my hotel, and I'm gonna go get a good bite to eat, maybe get a cold beer, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.